So I came across a VoxDay video, a Darkstream, VoxDay, whatever he goes by, and he's talking about MGTOW. He got a lot of dislikes because he was shitting on MGTOW. I mean, I was trying to understand his points. I listened to the whole video. It was long. I mean, it's like 30 something minutes about MGTOW. He says that all MGTOW are liars. They all lie. About what? I don't know. He didn't specify. He just said they lie. And then he just tries to veer people away from MGTOW. The only thing is that you can't veer people away from it. It's impossible. MGTOW cannot be stopped. It's not. It doesn't matter if you deleted every MGTOW piece of MGTOW content online. It wouldn't make a difference. The reason it can't be stopped and it's growing is because women are insanely hypergamous. You're never going to, unless you could stop women from being hypergamous and have most women date most men and sleep with most men, which isn't going to happen, MGTOW won't be stopped. It doesn't matter. Trying to convince people, saying they're all liars, saying that it's not a good life to not be married. He's pro-marriage. He's married with kids. He wants people to get married. He says the whole point of life, not direct quote, but he pretty much says the whole point of life is to have kids, which is fine. You can have kids as MGTOW. Why can't you have kids? I think the only commonality of all MGTOW, I mean, there's so many MGTOW who have different beliefs. The commonality is that you don't get married. I think you can have kids. That's not, why wouldn't you be able to have kids? Especially if you're not married. It's not like you're going to lose alimony money. I don't think. I don't think that's how it works. But yeah, he also goes into like the divorce rate. He says that Christians, because people in his chat were saying like, listen, the divorce rate is insane and women are the ones divorcing. And he's a pro-Christian God type guy, and he's talking about how everyone should be, he's trying to promote his message of being Christian. And he says that Christians have a 10% divorce rate, which I looked up and it's not true. At least in the website I found, it's a 24%. And it's so not 10% anyway. But the website I found is 24%, and it also said atheists have a lower divorce rate than Christians. So there goes that whole thing. And a lot of MGTOW I think are atheists. So atheists have have a lower divorce rate than the Christians that he was talking about. He tries to pull this whole persona. I don't know if it's really him or not. This whole persona he has is like he's an I'm smarter than you guy. Like, I'm smarter than you, whatever you say, I could have a better rebuttal. He seems like very smarmy. That's why I couldn't really get into him. I don't mind him trashing MGTOW. It makes no difference. You're not going to stop MGTOW. It doesn't matter. But he's like, I'm smarter than you guy. He also has like a background with a bunch of books. He has like tons of books in his background, but it has to be green screen. It's either because it looks so green screen or it's real. But you could tell that the books have never been opened, which is why it has to be green screen. But if it wasn't green screen, none of those books have been opened. They're all like brand new. It's so green screen. But I don't know if he ever read a book. His whole thing is like he read thousands of books, but there's no. I think it's him in his garage, reading out of his diary. I don't know if he has all those books, if he really read all those books. And then he calls his audience morons. He says, "Look, morons. I know the stream is lagging. This is why I can't. Especially that guy is not going to stop MGTOW. I mean, women having sex with men will stop MGTOW, but that guy is not going to stop MGTOW. When you trash talk something or someone, it does not help you. Even though I'm doing it right now, but it doesn't help your cause to trash MGTOW and to think that that's going to get people out of MGTOW. If anything, it's just going to get the voice of MGTOW louder, and it's going to make them be like, well, fuck you. Now the people who aren't MGTOW are going to be like, well, this guy is a dick and he's not MGTOW. I want to hear what the MGTOW have to say. Let me hear what the MGTOW have to say. It only helps MGTOW doing that. So I don't see why you'd trash. And he's older. It's not like he's immature. I mean, he's like 30 something, 40 something years old. I don't know why he hasn't learned that lesson in life yet. Yeah, I think some other stuff. I don't know if he talked about any other stuff. Those are the points that I heard. But he's trying to lure people into his Christian belief, which is the same thing. It's and the reason I think it's because he's called it evil. He called the title of his video like going the evil way, but he's so much more controlling and evil, like talking bad and then and saying like, don't go over there, guys, come over here. That's so controlling. Why not? My belief is, listen, you go hear what that guy has to say, and hear me, hear both, and then decide. Well, that's way more fair, I think, and better and free. I don't know. I wasn't a fan. I wasn't a fan. I just found the video on the recommended list.